Hello, everybody. It's August 1st officially, and I just stayed up the whole night, played a lot of games of Madden, but I thought it'd be fun to predict some NFL schedules. I'm going to do the NFC North today, starting with the Lions, Bears, Packers, and Vikings. These are just my current picks. They're going to change as they go on. Starting week 1, though, against the Saints. The NFC South is going to suck this year. Like, that division is cursed. We're going to give the Lions the win here. Now, week 2, we're traveling to Buffalo Bills. For the last, 5 years, the Lions have started 1-1. And I think that's going to continue. Besides, we're on the road. We don't play that good against the Bills. I'll give the Bills the win. And I'm a Lions and Cowboys fan, as you can see. The Lions got an easy schedule this year. They better make the playoffs. Now the Jets are traveling to the Lions. Now, the Jets and the Dolphins are going to be fighting for the number 1 pick this year. I'm going to give the Lions here. Now the Lions are traveling to Carolina. One of these two games I feel like they could lose. I feel like they could lose to the Panthers. I don't think they will, though. It's really hard to say, though. They might lose. Next up, the Lions are going to the Cardinals. I'm going to give the Lions the win because Jared Goff is known to play good against the Cardinals, especially with those Rams. Now we have Green Bay traveling to Detroit. I don't think Green Bay's going to be this good this year. They have some injuries. I'm not sure how Josh Jacobs and Tucker Kraft are going to do. I would pick the Lions again. They're at home. Now we have a Week 8 game versus the Vikings. I think we're going to win that too. Now we're going to Miami. It's pretty far travel, but it's an easy team. Generally, I don't think the Lions are going to be that great of a 7-1 team, but they just have such an easy schedule because they did bad last year. Alright. Next up, New England is going to the Lions. Let's see here. I think the Patriots are going to win this. I had the Lions for a while, but now I'm going to change my mind actually. Now we have the Bucks going to the Lions. I'm not sure, I might become a Bucks fan soon. But I'm currently a Lions and Cowboys fan. Anyways, I'm not sure what's going on with Baker Mayfield. I don't remember what someone was saying, but I think the Lions are going to win that game. Now we have Chicago. That's a good question if they're going to win. They're at home. I think they beat Chicago. I'm a Lions fan, call me biased. Now the Lions are going to the Falcons. I don't know. I gotta think about that one for a second. Now, I think Atlanta's gonna win this one. You know what? I'm actually gonna switch my pick. Sorry about that. I know it's not professional or whatever. I'm trying at least. I'm going to give the Lions the win over the Falcons, but I'm going to have them lose to the Panthers, actually. I kept debating about that. Now we have the Titans going to the Lions. Lions are going to win that. They start 2-2 over there. Now us Lions are going to the Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to win this one, leaving us at 10-4. I think we take down the Giants in week 16. Lose to the Bears in week 17. Sorry. And then I think we finish off beating Green Bay, the team we own, 12-5. Just because their schedule is so easy, that's why I think they're going to win the division. We're going to go the Chicago Bears next. Alright, we got the Bears at the Panthers. I don't know. It's a good question. I feel like the Panthers can win this. I think the Panthers are going to go out and win this. Actually, no. Bears. That Panthers team is like all over. Now we have Minnesota going to Chicago. I'm going to have Chicago winning that one. They're at home. Now we have the Eagles going to Chicago. I'm going to pick the Eagles this one. For a second, I actually had the Eagles missing the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to miss it. Now we have the Jets going to the Bears. Bears are going to win that. Bears are traveling to Green Bay. I think the Bears are going to win that. Now the Bears are going to go to Atlanta. I think they're going to win that too. Now we have New England going to the Bears. That's a tricky one. I think the Patriots win? That's a good question, actually. I'm going to pick the Patriots in this one. Now we have the Bears going to Seattle. I don't see the Bears winning. They're going all the way to Seattle, Washington. They're going to lose. They're going to come back home and beat the Bucks. Now they're going to beat the Saints. Now this is where they lose to the Lions. I think they managed to beat the Jags, actually. They're going to beat the Dolphins. Lose to the Bills, though. And then I think Green Bay will win this one. They will beat Detroit, though. And then the last week, finishing off against Minnesota. I had them win the first time. They're going to lose. Got the Lions at 12 wins, the Bears at 10. Now we have the Green Bay Packers. I don't know. It's debatable whether the Green Bay Packers are going to lose the division this year. Green Bay is going to Minnesota. I don't know. I think Minnesota's going to win that one. Green Bay's now going to go to the Jets. They're going to beat the Jets. Now Atlanta's going to Green Bay. Green Bay will win that. Now Green Bay's going to Tampa. I think Tampa will win that one. Now we have the Bears going to Green Bay. Bears are going to win that one. Starting 2-3. Now we have Dallas going to Green Bay. Both teams actually tied last year. This time they're in Green Bay. I think Dallas is actually going to win. Now we have Green Bay going to the Lions. The Lions are at home and we own the Packers, so the Lions are going to win. Even though they swept us last year. Panthers at the Packers. Packers are going to win that. Now, Green Bay at the Patriots. I feel like they might go out and actually win that one. I think it's going to be some weird game. I think the Packers win, actually. Now the Packers are going to play the Vikings. Packers are going to win the second one. Now they got a bye week, and then they got to go to the Rams. Rams are going to win that one. They're going to go to New Orleans. They're going to beat New Orleans. Now they have Buffalo coming home. You see, here's the thing, right? My predictions are so early, I don't know, like, who's going to be playing week 14. Josh Allen could be out for the year. Jordan Love could be out for the year. I think this is a game where the Packers actually come out on top. Now we have the Dolphins going to the Packers. I think the Packers are going to win that again. Now we have Green Bay going to Chicago. That's a good question. Didn't I pick Chicago to lose to Green Bay the second time? Yeah, Green Bay will win that one. Now Houston's going to Green Bay in the cold. I think Green Bay will actually beat Houston and then lose to the Lions. Like we did in 2022, we're going to kick them out of the playoffs like they belong. Alright, Green Bay will win 10. I think Chicago will have the tiebreaker, though. Where's Minnesota? Oh. Okay. And just so you know, I'm going to predict the other 7 divisions. Just take it day by day. Green Bay is going to the Vikings. I had Minnesota winning that one. Now I have Minnesota going to Chicago. Chicago is going to win that one. Now Minnesota is going to go to Tampa. I think they actually beat Tampa. Beat the Dolphins. Now they have the Saints. I think they actually lose to the Saints. And then go in the bye week. And then get out of the bye week and take down the Colts. Or the Colts. Whatever you want to call them. Alright, Minnesota's going to Detroit. I think Detroit's going to win that one. And then Buffalo's coming to Minnesota. I think Minnesota's actually going to beat the Bills. Starting at 5-3. Now, I have the Packers winning this one. And then the Niners. That's a good question if I think they'll beat the Niners. I think the Niners are going to take care of business. They should beat Atlanta and Carolina. They'll lose to New England, but beat the Lions. Now the Commanders. I think they're actually gonna lose to Washington. They're gonna beat the Jets. And then I think they did beat they're gonna beat the Bears week 18, I think. They're gonna go 10-7 and have a comeback here. So I guess I have the Lions winning 12 and then the other 3 winning 10 games.